Hey golfers, welcome to Humo Golf. We are day 3, technically session 3, day 5. Been having some house moving, packing projects. But this is our 3rd session, and really we're not going to do anything major crazy new. We just want to refine what we did on lesson 1 and lesson 2 and really get that compression going and get that ball striking going. Because there's so many good things that happened in those first couple sessions, we don't have a lot of work to do. So we really don't want to add a lot of more information. We want to make sure that really getting that good feel for how to compress that shaft through the impact. So let's get to work.
Okay, golfers, here's day 3 of golf swing renovations. So looking at where we started from, club went outside, up, long, over the top, and then depending on that face, does it get closed, hands flipping over trying to make sure it doesn't slice, and then the body stops to help that. So we've kind of tweaked up a different model in his head about what to do. Now, this is coming off fresh, so let's see what he does. So one of the things I noticed, obviously we said, okay, let's bring it inside a little bit. And this is, you can see, way too much. So we want to make this change. Wouldn't mind if the club head was there, but having it way behind you is way too much. But at least it's a little bit of information can go a long way. So let's see where it goes. Now, obviously, much stronger at the top of the backswing from a support standpoint versus this. We really want something in between, but because this path is too much to the inside, it just gives it that perspective that the arm is below the shoulder joint. But really, once we straighten that out, it should be really, really locked in because the shaft's here, we're going here. That's just more of a swing direction. Looking at it on the way down, much better in transition. If I kind of draw up a line here with the hands, that's close enough. We can see here, it just really works on top. And now it's working much more under and then through. And then at least now he's starting to get into a full finish versus here trying to save it. I'll get rid of some of these lines. And you can just see the finish also change. So great work after a couple sessions. Now we just got to go get some practice in today and just get this lined up.
Day 3, session 3, day 27 of moving the house, packing things up. Oh, so if you haven't seen on some of the posts, I've taken a new position as Director of Professional Golf Management at the University of Central Oklahoma. Super excited about it. We got a great crew back there, or over there. Never lived west of the Mississippi. Looking forward to it, and really gonna have a great opportunity to really crank out some new content and things like that. So, thanks. Taylor's been helping us just kind of tweak up the house a little bit, getting it ready for sale. So, you want to buy a house in Starkville? It's up for sale shortly. So let's get back to it. So, we saw a video before where that path was way too much inside, and we did the eyes closed drill to kind of get a feel for it. So now what we got to do is take lesson 1, lesson 2, start blending it together, making it more of a flow versus a lot of thinking, because the brain can only handle so much information at once. If I give you 5 phone numbers to remember, you're not going to remember all of them. You'd only maybe remember one, and that's whatever you put your attention on. So that's as much information we can handle in a short period of time. So we want to develop a flow here in order to get that compression through the ball. So how does it feel today? Let's get to work. And lesson is over.
That's it. That's the flow.
That's the flow. So what is the flow? And you may I don't know. So what is the flow? Why was that one good? And obviously when Taylor was loosening up, warming up, it was pretty iffy. Part of it is all the manual labor of putting in an attic ladder. But why was that so good? compared to all your other shots? Because I think this is something that golfers need to understand.
I think for me, I've been so worried about being almost robotic, of getting to like the perfect next step, that for this one, when you kind of gave me permission to be like, okay, you know where the top of it is, from there, just let the hands drive and go from there. Then it became so smooth. It felt like I wasn't trying to swing, that I was just swinging.
Okay, done with the third lesson. A lot of work. So you haven't seen the last few minutes. So obviously, one of the things that I want to bring up is we use a lot of feet together drill, flamingo drill, and stuff like that. Those are swing motions, and you got to be careful to make sure we don't just do it like this. If the arms are doing, hands are trying to do this, that's moving the club, but it doesn't necessarily move the swing. And the arms are not swinging versus the arms swinging this way. So you'll see that, and we'll do up the video. So from a feel standpoint, where are you? What's the difference between what you were doing from day one to where we are right now?
Well, I got rid of the alligator arms, right? So instead of keeping it tight and high, getting it wide. The other thing too is I didn't realize how much of the swing is dictated by your hands. So everything from grip to control to everything there, so in hand speed. I was trying so much to use like my shoulders and chest and arms versus just getting that hand speed through and forward. So those are the big things for me. That and the flow, just like making it look better.
Yeah. So what's interesting, because you talked about the hands. Well, the hands, I'm aware of my hands here, but as I move my hands, my arms are also moving. So there's a big difference between this, we saw with the tennis racket, versus this. This is just a wrist motion, but there's no arm swing whatsoever. So it's not the hand's fault. It's because if this joint stops, which then causes that to keep going. So this drives, and you can start seeing that driving through. So good work.
Thanks, boss.
Still got a couple more days before get ready for the tournament. See you
ya.
guys later.